Hello and welcome. And we're just about finished with this lesson. I hope your annotations look just like mine for number 2 and number 4, as well as number 1 and number 3, but we did those already. So now let's talk about number 5 and let's really get into the nitty and gritty. It's good that you can do math and you can divide using a calculator, but let's talk about what these things mean. So which of the following is supported by data? Take a look at A. Boys and girls are equally likely to have paycheck averages of 50 or above. Well, let's take a look at number 1. Boys, paycheck average 50 or above, they got 55% of the time, about half the time. And girls with paycheck averages 50 or above, they're about 70%. So that doesn't, 55 and 70 are not quite equal. So that's not true. Right? The relative frequency here of boys and girls getting paycheck averages above 50 is about 15 points of a difference. So that's not true. B, high paycheck earners are more likely to be boys. Let's take a look at that. All right, which one of these questions will help me identify high paycheck earners are more likely to be boys? Which question did we talk about there? High paycheck earners likely to be boys. Of the students who receive paychecks below 50, what percent are boys? 51% here. Okay. Well, that's for a percentage of students. So they're about half as likely to get higher paychecks and lower paychecks. Take a look at number 1 as well. What percent of boys receive paycheck averages 50 or above? Well, higher paycheck earners can't be boys because higher paycheck earners are girls. We already established that by 15%, right? Higher paycheck averages are by girls. They're more likely to get a higher paycheck average. So that's not true. Higher paycheck earners are more likely to be boys. No, we see it's 70% for girls, 55% for boys. That's a higher percentage for girls. All students are more likely to have a paycheck average below 50. Well, which question is going to help me there? Take a look at number 3. Of the students who received a paycheck average below 50, right? What percent are boys? 50%. Which means the other percent is going to be about 50% for girls too. So if of all the kids who got 50 paycheck or below, 50% are boys, that means 50% are girls. So they're all likely, okay? This is about equally likely because 50% for boys, 50% for girls, just about close. D, girls are less likely than boys to have a paycheck average below 50. Well, these two are very much related because for all of the students who get below 50 paycheck average, about 50% are boys, and that means 50% are girls. So girls are just as likely, right? Of all the students that have a paycheck average below 50, I mean, it's 50% for boys. Relative frequency is also going to be 50% for girls. It's about half and half there. So it's looking like C is supported by the data. All students are more likely to have a paycheck average below 50, right? Of the students who have a 50 or below, which percent are boys? About 50%. So that means the other 50% have to be what? Girls. Absolutely. Okay? So I really appreciate you watching. I really appreciate you listening. We talked about relative frequency using categorical data today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And remember, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Check you later.